Hello and welcome back, YouTubers. Today we are going to create AWS IAM users and make some modifications. So let's get started. So this tutorial is going to be a part of a number of tutorials or tutorial series in which I complete exercises that have assisted me in earning my certifications. If you've seen my Udemy videos, my Udemy courses, I mentioned that I am certified in the AWS Solutions Architect Associate. I'm also an AWS Certified Developer. And so the tutorials or the stuff that we're going to do today and throughout the series are exercises that assisted me in earning the certifications. So let's get started. The first thing that I am going to do is I am going to create a new user. And to do that, before we get started, I am here in the Cloud9 environment. If you are unfamiliar with what Cloud9 is, check out some of my other videos in which I talk about Cloud9 and how good it is for developers, especially AWS developers. So I'm back here in my Cloud9 environment. I am using the command line. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a user, and then we're going to verify that that user was created here in the management console. So everything that we do, it will then be verified in the management console. So the first thing that I'm going to type is AWS IAM create user -- user name, and we're going to give this name of Alex. All right, and as you can see, the user Alex was created. There is his creation date, the user ID, and his Amazon resource name. And to verify that Alex has been created, I'm just going to click over to the management console, and I'm going to hit refresh. And as you can see at the very top, Adam has been created. Now, Adam doesn't have a password or anything like that, so the next thing we want to do is we want to give Adam a password. And to give Alex the password, I am going to type in the following command: AWS IAM create log in profile -- user name Alex -- password. And then we'll say, we'll just give it today's date. Why don't we say, June, we'll say July, because we're in July 04. All right, and then as you can see, it has been successfully created. All right, so now that we entered that in, we can verify that that worked by going over back to the management console. I'm going to click users, then I'm going to click Alex. Let me refresh the screen here. I'll refresh this as well. Click Alex. And then you can see the console password has been enabled. And if we click managed password, we can keep the existing password. So sometimes this does take I would say 30 seconds or two. Usually it happens really quickly. If it does not happen for you right away, just refresh the page and it should work. So we have we created user Alex, and then we have we've given him a username and password. The next thing we want to do is we want to give Alex a secret access key so that he can use the command line and SDKs if he wanted to. And to do that, you just enter in the following command. You type in AWS IAM create access key -- user name Alex. And so before we hit enter, I'm going to go back over to the management console, click Alex, go over to security credentials, and you can see that there is nothing there. I'm going to go back to the command line and hit enter. All right, and it looks like a secret access key and a secret access key ID have been created. And there it is for Alex. If we go back over to the command line or the management console and we refresh the page, and there it is. Now you'll only be able to see the secret access key and the secret access key ID once when it's originally created. After that, you will not be able to see it anymore. And so if you forget it, or you don't download it as a CSV file, you will lose it and you'll have to download and create a new one. And to create a new one, you just click this button, create access key, or you can go back over to the command line and enter in this command again. But as you can see, it doesn't give you the opportunity to create a new one. At most, you can have 2 access keys on an account, on a user profile. If you have more than 2, actually let's create another one and see what happens when we try and create a third. So we'll do that, and it gives us a different access key and access key ID. We can refresh this here, and you can see there are 2 listed now, and this area is grayed out. If we clicked it, I clicked it, and it says limit exceeded. As I mentioned, the most you can have at a time is 2, and we've reached that limit. Now if we're in the command line, and I'm just going to type in clear, I'm going to hit that again. Oops, I'm going to hit that again, and I should receive an error, limit exceeded. So it will throw an error if you attempt to use more than 2. The next thing that we're going to want to do for Alex is we're going to want to place him in a group. Right now he's not in a group. He doesn't have any policies attached to him, so he can't do anything within AWS at this time. He could really just log in, and then if he attempted to log into a service, he would get an error saying, check with your administrator, you don't have proper permissions. So the next thing that I want to do is I want to attach him to the HR group. I already have a couple groups set up. HR is one of them, and so I'm just going to put him in that HR group. And to do that, we just simply type the following command. AWS IAM add -user -2 -group -group name HR -username Alex. Alright, so it looks like nothing happened. Again, we can go verify that by clicking on the management console, going to groups on the left hand side. We're going to click HR. We can see there's 2 users, and Udemy and Alex are the 2 users, so that obviously worked correctly. And so by Alex being a part of this group, he automatically has AWS OpsWorks full access. That's all he can access. He couldn't access anything else because he doesn't have permissions. And so that's one of the benefits of having a group and putting a person into a group versus attaching individual policies or roles, is that you can add and remove people much easier to a group than adding and removing policies or permissions from a user. That is it for this tutorial. As I mentioned, this is going to be a part of a multi-part tutorial series in which I show you some of the exercises that I completed that I found online in various places to get certified. So thanks for watching, and we will see you soon.